Ira had stepped out of Marduk's temple, sensing the oppressive weight of malevolent energy in the air. The temple stood behind him, a towering symbol of strength, but outside, darkness encroached. A lone crow on the spire first caught Ira's attention, its gaze unsettling. Moments later, the sky darkened as dozens, then hundreds of crows gathered, their ominous chorus filling the air. Vanessa had stepped into the courtyard earlier, her pale face mirroring her unease. "What are we going to do?" she had asked. "We face it together," Ira had replied, his voice steady with purpose. As the clouds swirled with Bray's dark energy, Ira noticed shadowy figures creeping closer, hyenas with glowing red eyes. At first they were few, but soon their numbers grew to over 10. Encircling the temple, they moved with eerie precision, their growls resonating with menace. The air carried the scent of decay as the crows multiplied. Ira braced himself, fists clenched, knowing Bray's influence was behind this orchestrated attack. Though the hyenas did not strike, they loomed, testing his resolve. The storm above mirrored the chaos below, but Ira stood firm, prepared to face Bray's growing darkness and defend Marduk's light. Ira had stood amidst the growing darkness outside Marduk's temple, his breath slow and measured as his mind raced. He had sensed Bray's influence, an ancient, malevolent force, looming closer, testing him. The hyenas, their glowing red eyes gleaming with intelligence, snarled as they circled him, their movements precise and predatory. He had glanced at the temple, drawing fleeting hope from the towering statue of Marduk. "Stay strong," he murmured to himself, his resolve hardening as the darkness closed in. Above, thousands of crows blotted out the sky, their deafening cries echoing a promise of death. Ira had braced himself, knowing he stood on the front lines of a battle for the world's soul. The first hyena had lunged but stopped short, restrained by an unseen force. The others followed, pacing and snarling, awaiting Bray's command. Suddenly the crows attacked, descending like a storm of black feathers and sharp beaks. Ira had fought back instinctively, swatting at them as they tore at his skin. The hyenas circled closer, their bloodlust palpable. Amid the chaos, Ira had held his ground, his defiance unwavering, knowing the battle against Bray's darkness was only beginning. Ira had fought desperately, his fists swinging wildly as crows descended upon him in a relentless storm. Black feathers enveloped him, their sharp beaks tearing at his flesh, yet he pressed on, numb to the pain. He stumbled under their relentless assault but refused to fall. "I won't break," he had muttered, his resolve firm. The hyenas then charged, their snarling jaws snapping inches from him. One clamped onto his leg, but Ira, detached from the pain, struck it down. Bloodied but undeterred, he grappled with more hyenas, twisting and striking with a strength he hadn't known. The chaos intensified as the crows and hyenas attacked in unison. But then Ira noticed something miraculous. His wounds began healing almost instantly, his body growing stronger and quicker. He crushed a hyena's throat mid-leap, swung another into the temple wall, and dispatched the crows with newfound precision. As the attack slowed, Ira felt an ancient power surging within him. The beasts fell one by one under his unrelenting blows. Finally, surrounded by silence, Ira stood victorious amid the lifeless bodies of his foes. His strength and resilience had transformed him from a defender to a conqueror in the battle against Bray's darkness. The courtyard was littered with the bodies of hyenas and crows, their forms twisted and still. Ira stood amidst the carnage, his breath steady as he surveyed the scene. His body, covered in blood, bore no signs of injury. His wounds had healed, and his strength had returned tenfold. He had slain all 10 hyenas with his bare hands, but he knew this was just the beginning. The darkness was still out there, and Bray was watching. Suddenly, the air shifted, and a cold breeze carried the scent of dark magic. Ira's heart sank as he saw black smoke rising from the temple, coiling like a living thing. From within the smoke emerged Ninmagus, a pale-skinned sorceress with glowing amethyst eyes. Her beauty was unsettling, and Ira remembered her well from their last encounter, the battle against Cyrus the Great, where she had nearly killed him with her dark magic. Ninmagus smiled, acknowledging their history. "It's been a long time, Ira," she said, her voice dripping with venom. Ira's fist clenched as he demanded, "How did you escape? You should be trapped in the dark realms." Ninmagus laughed coldly, explaining that darkness could never truly be destroyed. "I want what I've always wanted," she declared. "Power. Dominion." Ira's anger flared. "You failed before. You'll fail again." Ninmagus chuckled coldly. "You may have defeated Cyrus the Great," she sneered, "but you barely survived me, and now I'm stronger than ever." Ira's heart sank, knowing she wasn't bluffing. Her power had always been immense, and if she had grown stronger, this would be a new threat. "You're not the only one who's grown stronger," Ira replied, his voice steady, despite the fear creeping in. "I won't let you destroy this world." Ninmagus's smile turned colder. "I'm not here for this world, Ira. I'm here for you." Her words hung heavy in the air. Ira's stomach twisted as he met her gaze, remembering the battles they had fought, especially in Babylon. "What do you mean?" he whispered. "You've always been my obstacle," she said. "Even in Babylon, you stood in my way. But this time, I'll break you." Ira's voice thickened with emotion. "Babylon survived. We defeated you and Cyrus. We stood firm." Ninmagus hissed. "Babylon is dust now. Your victory was hollow. Do you not remember the blood spilled, the lives lost?" Ira's throat tightened, but he responded, "I did what I had to do, and I'd do it again." Her smile returned, dark and promising. "I'm counting on it, Ira." Ira stood firm, acknowledging his growth. "I've grown stronger, and I will keep growing as long as there's a world worth fighting for," he declared. Ninmagus smirked. "Then let us see, Ira. Let us see how strong you truly are." With a flash of movement, Ninmagus transformed into black smoke, crashing into Ira with immense force. Ira, ready for the attack, summoned the light of Marduk, holding his ground. Their energies collided, crackling in the air. Ninmagus reformed and unleashed tendrils of darkness. Ira dodged, but one struck his arm, causing pain. He countered with a blast of light, knocking her back. "You're stronger, Ira," Ninmagus hissed. "But so am I." She launched herself into the air, dissolving into smoke, and then attacked again, enveloping Ira in suffocating darkness. Ira called upon Marduk's power, pushing back the smoke with a burst of light. Ninmagus, stunned, admitted his control over his power had grown. "I won't let you win, Ninmagus," Ira declared, determined. Ninmagus's eyes narrowed. "This isn't about winning or losing. This is destiny." She conjured a vortex of shadows, the screams of tormented souls echoing within. "This is what I command, and you will not defeat me." Ira braced himself, knowing the battle was far from over.